Hello, everyone. I have an amazing story for you. Today, I'm going to tell you the amazing story of Cristiano Ronaldo, a boy who grew up in poverty and became one of the greatest footballers of all time. Get ready to discover his journey, his sacrifices, his triumphs, and what makes him a true legend. Let's go. Before the trophies, before the records, before the name CR7 echoed across the world, there was just a boy from Madeira, a dreamer, a fighter, a future legend. Sometimes everything is going well, and in an instant, everything goes wrong. But it's possible for everything to be okay again. Just look at this. Yes, in life we will all face things we didn't see coming. I'm talking about the kind of thing that happens on the day it shouldn't. But it's hard to stay motivated when you're a victim of something you didn't choose. Even though you've made all the sacrifices, all the efforts were impeccable, he followed all the rules of the game. But on the day that was supposed to change his life, something happened that he didn't foresee and couldn't have foreseen, and it prevents him from moving forward. This is what happened to Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano is a champion on legs, a war machine. He trains more than others, he puts in more effort than others, makes more sacrifices than others, day or night. For him, every moment is an opportunity to get better because he wants to win. He is the prototype of a winner. We had training at 10 a.m., and he was already in the gym at 8:30 a.m. doing sit-ups. When you have to eat at Cristiano's, it's not a big feast because you eat right after and head to swimming. Then they tell you, "Come on, let's go to the garden for a few laps." He is a machine, a symbol in shape. But there was a day, the day everything changed. On July 10, 2016, the Euro final, Portugal faced France. France was the favorite, playing at home. Portugal had a score to settle because in 2004 they lost the final against Greece. But in the 7th minute, Dimitri Payet charged at him and injured him. Despite the pain, Cristiano got up. He tried his shot. At one point in the match, he felt it wasn't going to work. They put a bandage on him, but despite the pain, he wanted to continue. He wanted to try. But at the 23rd minute, it was over. He knew he couldn't go on. So he sat on the ground and prepared to hand over his armband. And as he was about to give his armband, he broke down. He couldn't hold back his tears. If you come with a rational perspective, you might want to tell him, "Cristiano, why are you crying? You're a multimillionaire. You've won Ballon d'Ors. You've won championship titles. You don't need to complain." But that's a superficial view. If you look at things deeply, you'll understand that all these sacrifices, all his efforts, aren't just about being the best. There's a much deeper, more complex reason. He would come home at noon. He would stay with me until 6 p.m. He wanted to seize his mother who called him, but he had to come to eat. He had to come because there was a problem with his father. I take him, I drop him off, and you'll tell me that at 30 years old he goes into the house and starts saying, "But where is my father?" He went out. He left. We start walking, looking in the neighborhood where his father was. We find his father somewhere, and he starts talking to him. His father, you know, when the Portuguese talk, they argue loudly, they talk with their hands, and his father was talking to him. He takes his father, tells him, "My father, get in the car." We go to the house, he takes his father out of the car, and the next day, straight to his duties in Switzerland. For my father, I have to succeed. After some time, his father passed away. He had lost his father to alcohol. It was very touching. He had to succeed for his father. His father had an alcohol addiction problem, which caused a liver tumor, and he died from it at the age of 52 in 2005. 2005, just a year after the final defeat. And this is a very important element because, despite his father's death, Cristiano had something to prove to him. He wanted to prove to him that just because there was a defeat doesn't mean you can't later achieve victory. Just as it's not because you're an alcoholic that you're doomed to sink into something that puts you lower than the ground, and from which you can't escape. If you make the effort, you can get back up. Even though his father may have been an alcoholic and did things that weren't right, he continues to love him. Even though his father is dead, he continues to honor his memory by working every day, sacrificing every day to become the best, to prove that you can become a better person and that you can make it. That's what we call true love. It's love that guided him to become the best. And this final was the opportunity to take revenge on life. Alas, everything seemed over for Cristiano. You just wanted to tell him, dude, it's okay, you tried. Now stop dreaming, stay on the bench and watch the game with us. But no, just because you're injured doesn't mean you don't have the right to keep dreaming. What matters is what you have here and here, the will and the love. Cristiano might not have been able to run anymore. He might not have been able to score goals. But he could bring something else. The desire to win. He could transmit to his teammates the desire to win. And when this mindset burns within you, nothing can stop you. They cut off your arms, your legs. You will seek victory with your teeth. What matters is the deep reason why you do things, because sometimes your reason can be greater than any trial. The reason is greater than your trial. And on that note, Patricia Koss is getting worked up on the bench. He thinks he's the coach. He moves in all directions. You say to yourself, but the guy, is he possessed or what? Is he crazy? No, he's not crazy, Cristiano. He is transmitting his positive energy. He's bringing out everything he has left inside for the sake of the team. And there you stop, you pause, and you savor. Portugal wins the victory. For the record, Eder, the scorer, will say that if he scored, it's partly thanks to Cristiano, because he motivated him to win this match. In conclusion, you see, you can't predict the future. Maybe in the next minute, something you didn't expect will happen to you. Maybe on the big day, the day that's supposed to change your life, something you didn't want will happen to you. But it doesn't matter. What matters is that you keep hope. What matters is that you know why you do what you do. And when you understand the deep reason for what you do, it's a weapon that allows you to move forward despite the trials. But finding these deep reasons, finding your why, takes work. It's easy to tell yourself, why do I do what I do? For what reasons? But the answer is so complex because you have to look deep within yourself. It took me time to find my why, to find my deep reason. But know that once you find it, nothing will be able to stop you. I will explain to you at my conferences the method I applied to find my why, to find my deep reason, and maybe that will help you find yours. I can't guarantee that you will find it, but what I can guarantee is that the day you find your deep reason, nothing will stop you. And it's time for you to search for it, because there's only one thing we're sure of in life, and that's that one day we will die. And when you know that, maybe tomorrow you could go. It's time that today you take all the steps to know why you want to achieve such a dream. This dream that is in your head, in your heart, it didn't come by chance. There's a reason. And the day you know what that reason is, Nothing will stop you. They can criticize you, tell you that you're crazy, they can say that you're worthless, but you keep moving forward. You keep believing in yourself. So challenge yourself. Challenge Hercules, because he believes he can do it.